Remember when seeing a Harley on the road meant something? When every biker dreamed of owning one? Those days are over. The bikes have gotten too expensive, dealerships have turned greedy, and worst of all, the next generation doesn't care. Harley isn't just losing sales, it's losing its identity. If they can't turn things around, America's most legendary motorcycle brand might not survive the next decade. So, how did it come to this? Who's taking Harley's place? And is there any way to bring them back? Let's get into it. Harley's financial free fall. Harley-Davidson isn't just having a bad year, it's in a full-blown crisis. Sales are collapsing worldwide. In North America, where Harley once dominated, dealerships are drowning in unsold inventory. Overseas markets, which Harley once relied on for growth, are shrinking fast. The company's latest earnings reports are brutal, profit margins are shrinking, production costs are soaring, and cash reserves are drying up. If this trend continues, Harley could go the way of other fallen American brands. Remember Pontiac? Oldsmobile? The clock is ticking. The pricing problem, Harley's betrayal of the working-class rider. Harley-Davidson used to be the blue-collar hero, a bike for the everyday rider. Not anymore. Today, Harley has become a luxury brand, pricing out the very people who built its legacy. The culture clash. Harley's exclusivity is backfiring. Younger riders don't care about biker gangs or leather vests, they want affordable, versatile bikes and inclusive communities. Brands like Indian and BMW are thriving by welcoming all riders, while Harley clings to an outdated us versus them mentality. The result? A shrinking, aging customer base with no plan to attract new riders. The Nightster, Harley's entry-level bike, starts at. Meanwhile, a Honda Rebel 1100, with better tech and reliability, starts at $9,500. Harley's dealerships make things worse. Hidden fees, mandatory add-ons, and outright price gouging have turned buying a Harley into a nightmare. While other brands negotiate, Harley dealers often refuse to budge, relying on die-hard fans to overpay. But even loyalty has its limits. The culture crisis, Harley's identity is driving riders away. Harley's biggest strength, its outlaw image, is now its biggest weakness. The brand built its reputation on exclusivity, leather-clad rebels, biker gangs, and a ride-or-die mentality. But younger riders don't want that. They want inclusivity, no gatekeeping, no elitism. Modern features, tech, comfort, and efficiency. Affordability, a bike that doesn't cost as much as a car. Brands like Indian, Honda, and BMW get this. They're welcoming all riders, hosting mixed brand events, and focusing on the joy of riding, not some outdated biker fantasy. Harley, meanwhile, still acts like it's 1985. The used market, Harley's worst enemy. Here's the irony, Harley's biggest competitor isn't another brand, it's their own old bikes. Used Harleys are everywhere, often in near-perfect condition. A 5-year-old road glide with low miles? $15,000, half the price of a new one. Harley's bikes don't change much year to year, so why pay double for a new model? With inflation squeezing wallets, riders are choosing used Harleys or skipping the brand altogether. Outdated tech, Harley's engineering problem. While competitors innovate, Harley clings to the past. Air-cooled engines in an era of liquid-cooled performance. Ancient electronics, while rivals offer ride modes, traction control, and smartphone integration. Failed experiments like the live wire, overpriced and mismarketed. Even when Harley tries something new, like the Pan America, they half-commit. The result? A shrinking, aging customer base and zero appeal to the next generation. The economy is making everything worse. Inflation means fewer people can afford a $20,000 toy. High interest rates make financing a Harley even more expensive. Younger riders are choosing cheaper, more practical bikes. Once a rider buys a Yamaha Bolt or Honda Rebel, they rarely come back to Harley. Who's taking Harley's crown? Indian Motorcycles is Harley's biggest threat. Under Paul Aries, Indian has modernized the classic cruiser, better engines, better tech, and better value. Meanwhile, Honda's Rebel 1100, more power, half the price. BMW's R18, classic looks with modern engineering. Yamaha's MT-07, a favorite for new riders. Younger motorcyclists don't care about brand loyalty, they want the best bike for the money. And right now, that's not a Harley. Can Harley survive? The fixes they need now. Lower prices, bring back affordable models. Modernize the lineup, ditch outdated engines, embrace tech. Rein in dealers, stop the price gouging. Rebrand for the next generation, drop the Outlaws Act, focus on riding. If Harley doesn't act fast, it'll become a relic, a brand remembered fondly but no longer relevant. Final question, is Harley-Davidson worth saving? Do you think Harley can turn things around? Or is it too late? Let us know in the comments, and if you ride, what would Harley need to do to win you back? Like this video? Subscribe to Bike Legend Pro for more deep dives into the motorcycle world. Ride safe, and we'll see you on the road.